Good afternoon, everyone. Jason here. Today is May 9th, and this is your aftermarket update. So this was the start of day 3 of our funded trader prep. As you know, we have been going through the funded trader prep program over at Top Step Trader. We finished the 10-day $50,000 combine where we were hit our profit objective of just over $3,000 in 10 trading days. And now we are going through the funded traded prep portion of the combine. If we can finish this with a profit of $1,000 over a minimum of 10 days, then we will have gone through the entire process from zero to funded trader and 20 trading days, which is one full trading month. So let's talk about today's performance. We're going to spend just a couple of minutes talking about the trade plan. First of all, I'm just going to show you this was today's numbers. We had a net after commission of $353.20. That was today's trade numbers, and then you have the total for 3 trading days, again $747.04. Just a reminder, that's about 75% of the way to the $1,000 target to get through the funded trader prep program over at Top Step Trader. So again, we are working through that program, and of course you can visit the website, search the results tab, and you could keep up with the results as they are happening in this funded trader prep. So let's start today by talking about the trade plan. We had a big move in the overnight session. In fact, you had this big gap up into 45.94 into that level there today as the market opened up on news of wildfires in Canada and a big political shakeup going on in Saudi Arabia. They sacked the longtime oil minister and have put in a new, as the regime is making several political changes inside Saudi Arabia. They made a change to their oil minister. That had a dramatic effect on the market today, as you can see by this long move to the downside. There was a 270 tick range. The 10-day average range is 176 ticks. The 20-day range is 180 ticks. So let's take a look here at the trade plan today. So we come up here and we click on the trade plan button. And here is our trade plan. We were looking for a bullish trend today. We have a primary and a secondary strategy. The primary strategy was what would happen if the bull trend stayed intact. The secondary strategy was what would happen if the bull trend broke and we began to come out of this bullish idea into more of a neutral to sideways type position. Obviously, in order to go from bullish to neutral, you do have to have a bearish move, and that is something that we had here today. So if you take a look here at the trade plan, let's dissect this trade plan out just a little bit here. Pull this chart out here. All right, what we said here for the secondary strategy is we wanted the market to move up above 45.05 or higher and then break down 45.55 down to 44.40. Okay, and so as this is 45.05, 44.55 rather, 45. Okay, let me slow down. Market rallies to above, and let me make this a little bit higher so a little bit more, right? So you can see this a little bit easier, what I'm talking about here. Market rallies above 45.05 or higher, okay? 45.05 is here. Market opened and rallied above that and then began to fall off. If we come down into the center point, then you would be looking for a short below 44.40. So if we draw a horizontal line on here at 44.40, you'll see it right there. And that was the short. Then a break below 43.50 was that next level that we were talking about on the chart as another break idea, and that was down into that zone right there. Okay, so if you were in the live call trade room today with us, you'll know that I did not take those shorts necessarily. They were on the plan Okay, they were on the plan here today, and then actually the trade plan worked out, but I went a little bit counter to what the plan had to offer today, and let me show you. And again, I write the plan, and it's out. You know, yesterday was out at 3 p.m. Before an 8 a.m. the next day start time, but I did go a little bit counter to it, and here's why. I'm going to tell you about that right here. Okay, I'm going to bring out the tactics worksheet. And one of the setups that we look at in here quite extensively is what we call an F1, and that is a fade long. So again, the tactics worksheet is broken out into breakout trades and fade trades. We have the F1 trade here, and that has to do with going into an OTG support and resistance level, and with the idea that if the RSI is overbought and you're rallying into a resistance point, that's a short. And if you have an oversold condition on the 15-minute and you're going down into a level, then that would be your area to fade dips. All right, so buy dips, sell rallies is what the strategy is. And so as we came down in here into this 44.11 today, you could see here at the bottom that we were clearly heavily oversold here on your 15-minute RSI. And so 11 got as high as 38, and there was opportunity in here. And then we took some opportunity down in this area as we found support around 50, and we began this area here. So we had a decent little day on the CL. If you take a look here, though, the reason that I did not take this breakout here, and in retrospect, we could have. This was right here at the open. We were heavily oversold at this point coming into these levels. And you can see this is a 15-minute chart. We spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is an hour and a half rotating around this 11 before it broke down into the next zone. And we spent the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 15-minute bars rotating in and around that level. So again, even though when you take a look back in retrospect, you can see this long fall, what we talked about extensively in the room today is that you were oversold going into these areas, and that was a really difficult area, even though when you look back, you could see a very clear lower low, lower high scenario today. It was just very difficult to jump on board this train when there was so much rotation around this area. So if you'd have gotten short here at 11, it would have rallied up to 36. If you got short at 11 again, it went up to 37. You get short at 11 again, it's here at 25. So there's lots of stop out points if you're not careful. And so what we did is we faded into the momentum because of this oversold nature, even though the trade plan actually called for this break move to the downside. Okay, so you would have been okay either way. You would have been okay either way, and we ended up being okay here today. But that is the rationale. So again, the trade plan was accurate and correct. In fact, it was really accurate, right? Because we said the market needs to go up over this 45.05, which is here, and then once it comes down, you would be looking for this short around this 44.40. Well, this happened at about 8:30 this morning. You did get this breakdown to 11, and then you had all the rally, and then you had another breakdown. And so again, like I said, it was the right ideas here today on your trade plan. The challenge that you had, though, is that it was a bunch of starts and stops around these inflection points. So we did have a good day on the CL. And it was a lot to do with what we were noticing here in our particular setups and on our trade plan. Just one more idea here. We have these market maker levels. We opened this market up below your, let's see, this is your daily structure signal. We rotated down, but again, you could see just how choppy the action was. We came down here to 86 and we bounced, right? So no clean moves here. Every time you think you want to get in short, it would pop back against you. We eventually closed below the daily structure target, and you'd be looking to come down to the daily structure extension 1 at some point and find support, and then it does come down to that low here. The low here was 26. Sorry, the low here is 27, and that daily structure extension 1 is 22. So it actually did come all the way down into that zone. So your market maker levels really provided you with the structure here again as well. So a good day on the CL for us, market maker levels, and your trade plan, daily trade plan actually coming to fruition there. Also on the ES today, ES was in a bit of a choppy range. We had 11.5 points worth of movement today. Most of that movement occurred pre-open, right? Most of that movement occurred pre-open. We did get an opportunity your market maker levels provided you an opportunity for a long here at 2050 would have given you 2 ticks of heat, rallied to the daily structure signal at 205875. That's almost 9 ES points where it stopped on a dime, came back down into the daily structure signal, went a little deeper but not much, rallied into the structure mid. Then where does it stop again? Daily structure signal stops on a dime, and then the market then ends the day rotating around your daily structure mid. That is also your levels here that you look at on the ES, and we played a nice one winning trade short on the ES today. So trade plan, market maker levels, providing you all the context and structure that you need in the market today. We are just about one good trade, $250 away from hitting the Top Step Trader 50K Combine Funded Trader Prep target objective. If we can do that, and we will have done all of that in, let's hypothetically say we get it done tomorrow, you will have hit the profit objectives for both combines, the regular combine and the Funded Trader Prep, in 14 trading days. Of course, you still have to finish out the 10 trading days. You still have to finish out those 10 trading days as per the rules. But once you actually hit the target objective of $1,000 on the Funded Trader Prep, then we can manage our way around for the next few trading days. So we'll look forward to seeing what happens tomorrow. Just a reminder, we talked about this in the room today as well. Mondays and Tuesdays are trend setting days or tone setting days for the week. The highs or lows on the CL get made on Mondays or Tuesdays. This chart really quickly, we'll just go through it and I'll give you a graphical representation. This is the high previous week. That's a Monday. The previous week's low was Tuesday. The previous week's low was Monday. Here, this is a low here was Monday. Your low here was Tuesday. The high of the week here was on Monday. So you get the idea. The tone gets set for the week. Most of the time, a very high percentage, like 90% of the time, on Monday or Tuesday. So again, we're happy to get out today with 35 ticks, up $350. We'll continue to push through it as we go through this Funded Trader Prep course, and understanding that the highs or lows of the week will be either that high will have been created today and will continue down for the rest of the week, or we'll be bottoming out here maybe tomorrow and then we'll get a rally. Who knows right now? We'll have to wait and see when the market opens up tomorrow, but that is the idea behind the way that we look at the market here. All right. So again, I want to say thank you for spending time listening to the video here today, and for all the time you spend listening to the videos at the Oil Trading Group. And until next time, I want to wish you good luck and good trading.